guys. Okay, so I decided that I wanted to do a video. I used to do videos every Monday of Stepmom life, and so some of those will kind of start, or Stepmom talk. Some of those will start coming back as I'm recording right now in this beautiful Keep Calm Super Antsy shirt. Today I wanted to take a serious note on one of them. One of them for me is, the truth about being a stepmom. And today, the truth about being a stepmom is when stepchildren or soon-to-be stepchildren create the drama that is now in your life. I can firsthand tell you I have seen this, heard about it, read about it, know about it from several different perspectives and different people in different areas of life. One of the things that I did probably about a year ago was start joining, no, it wasn't even a year ago. About 6 months ago was I started to join different stepmom blogs, groups on Facebook and Instagram. Actually, Instagram has some pretty cool ones. For Instagram, I was like, oh, they're going to be better on Facebook. Nope, actually probably a little bit better on Instagram. Anyway, not to be biased or anything, but in these groups and stuff, we've talked about many different things that come. Some of them I'm like, oh, I'm so blessed that I'm blessed that I don't have that experience, or I don't know if I could handle that experience. So kudos to them for all they're doing, because I don't think I could make that, or I would be able to keep going with that. But today I wanted to talk about when the children are causing the stress and the drama between both households. And this is something that it's like they're kids. They're innocent kids. Like, how are they creating all this drama? Oh, kids are good. Kids are manipulative. You were one once. I was. I definitely know we can be manipulative. For us, it was something that when something was said, it would kind of create a little fire underneath me. Like, what the world? Why is that happening? What? And I would instantly want to fix it. Looking back now, and the more distance from it we get, we realize, it was probably children that were causing all of that stress and drama. When that happens, it pits parents against each other. It pits the step parent with the birth parent and the other parent against each other. It causes false drama that really doesn't need to be there. And for instance, when the child is saying, well, at mom's house, or the child is saying, well, at dad's house, well, mom did this and dad did that. They're trying to create drama, trying to get you to say something or do something that kind of fuels the fire in a way. And you might say something in the moment that they're going to return and go tell the other parent. And sometimes they'll say, oh, well, I'm not doing that. The other parent doesn't take me, or I haven't been to the doctor, or whatever. And sometimes you very easily can tell that that is not true. And sometimes it does take a little bit back. It creates that bitterness between parents. Like, how could you not do that? Why are you not doing that? And then it creates the person, for instance, in my case, a soon-to-be stepmom that doesn't even really know the other parent. The only part of the other parent that I know is from my spouse, my soon-to-be spouse, and the kids. So I never have actually gotten to know that person. So if the child, person, whoever, even family members are kind of feeding in, saying things, you kind of can build a hatred or a dislike for that person, when honestly that's not what's happening. You're getting outside information, or it's the kids and it's inside information, but they're twisting it to get the attention on themselves, get you to not like something about the other parent, or get you to say something so they can then go repeat it to the other parent. So puts you in a bad perspective. I definitely say that there were things that, yes, kids can be very honest and they tell you the truth, and then therefore you can react and take care of what you need to. For instance, the child, and I feel like there's evidence you see with it too. So the child says, I never get a bath at mom's house. Well, that's easily can be confirmed. Does the child come over? Does the child smell? Does the child's clothes look weird? There's things you can spot there. Then there are things that it's like, Mom never washes my hair, but yet your hair is not oily or greasy or anything. Okay, cut it out. For me, it took stepping back. It was something that I really had to step back on and really look at to see, is this you trying to pit, or is this honestly? Sometimes outside family members will be the ones that create more drama. They'll start asking, oh, how is your dad doing? How is your mom doing? How's your mom's boyfriend? How's your dad's girlfriend? Things like that, which then puts the children in an adult situation. And I think that's where a lot of the manipulation comes from, is because they're being put in adult situations where they shouldn't be. Honestly, this is something that we kind of had to say, I need you to cut it out and stop doing that. They need to be kids. They don't need to be worried about what's going on with us or the other parent. I think for us too, we realized that sometimes it was the kids that were creating the drama because they wanted to be in the mix of it. And yeah, when you're young, you dream about being an adult. You dream about knowing more. You hate when people say you're just a kid, be a kid. But looking back, you really, really need that. Another thing was when outside family members would be telling us things, and I found myself having a dislike for someone without really getting to know them, where I needed to pull back and go, well, that's your opinion. For some people, some stepmoms, some stepdads, they actually get to know the other parent very well, and they can take the judgment and go, oh, okay, and they can rule either way, like, oh, yeah, definitely agree here, or nope, I think you got the wrong side of this. So it definitely is a catch-22 at times. But I think for me, stepping back was the biggest thing that helped me to realize, okay, is this you trying to manipulate? Is this you telling me something I don't need to know? Or what is your motive behind telling me this? Sometimes I realized very quickly, sometimes it took me a couple weeks, sometimes I realized really quickly that it was just trying to create drama or trying to get attention. And sometimes my response was, okay, that is a lie. I'm not calling the child a liar, but I'm saying that is a lie because I know this. Or why don't you tell me a story that is true that I will enjoy listening to rather than a story that you made up. And sometimes I will stop. I don't need to know what mom is doing. That's mom. She has her right to do that. We may not agree, but we're going to support and love mom anyway. The same thing with dad. I don't need to know that about dad. Or sometimes when the child is starting to say things like that, we will, do you have any questions about it? To redirect. It's not getting my answer like, well, mom spent $1,000 on a new wardrobe. Okay, well, maybe mom lost weight. Maybe mom gained a little weight. Hey, we're all there. And it's like, oh, well, did she get work? There's things you're like, oh, well, good for mom. Maybe mom needed some clothes. Versus, well, damn, she can spend $1,000 on clothes, but her kids don't look like this. Stuff like that. They want you to say that, then they can return home and go, Mom, Dad says that you don't ever buy us clothes. You just spend all your money on you. Stuff like that. Like, we can have our opinion on it. We can be like, well, you just went and spent all that money, but yet your kids look like this. We can have our opinion. We're not going to bring the kids into it. Because sometimes the kids tell you that stuff so that you will. And then they get the attention off of them, the negative attention off of them because they got in trouble for something. And it's back on you. And now you two, three, four are fighting or are at a dislike for each other. And the kid got off scot-free of they didn't take a bath that night or they didn't do their homework or whatever. So they can get it off of them and they can get or they want to play video games. Honestly, that's what they want to do. They want to play video games. So now they've pit you against each other. Now mom's calling her friend. Dad's calling somebody else. they're talking, venting about it, and you get to stay up for another hour playing video games. So there definitely are things that I've learned that why are you telling me this? Do you need some kind of, do you want something from me that you're not getting, or you want something to go pit against the other parent? So I think for me, that's been the biggest thing. For me, my advice is step back and see, why is the child telling you this? Are they telling you, there's no food in the house? And then you kind of go on along with that. Oh, there's not. Does mom need to go shopping? You know what? It probably was easier for mom to go shopping when you were with dad than, because mom probably wanted to spend more time with you. Or are they saying this repeatedly? Mom doesn't have any food in the house. Mom doesn't have, I was hungry when I went to bed. Okay, if it's a repetitive thing, then yes. If it's not, it may be, oh, I'm so sorry. That was so mean of your mom, to get attention. So there definitely are things. So my thing is to step back and see, why are you telling me this? Especially the older they get. When they're little, they're just going to talk about mom and dad, and sometimes it can get annoying to the other parent that they keep bringing them up, but it's going to happen. When they get older, it's more of a, okay, why are you telling me this information? Because there's things that the kids would start, and sometimes I would let them continue because I was like, okay, then my thing was, I need to seek more information. Why are you telling me this? And one of the things, it was gossip reasons. They wanted my opinion on it, or it was, I would say, okay, well, do you have any questions about it? To see kind of, and then usually if it didn't go anywhere, like oh no, then, or I would say, oh, did you talk to mom about it? Did you ask mom any questions? Did you have any questions? You could see really quickly where that was going. And for a lot of times it was just gossip reasons. They wanted to know what I was going to say so they could go repeat it. So yeah, definitely would say try to step back and see, why is the child telling me this? Is there something they really want? Is it easier to have the parents pitted against each other? And then sometimes kids also tell you really, really good, sweet things, and you're like, what are you hiding, kind of thing. But that's definitely my advice, is to step back and realize that, why are you telling me this? So if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, or have been in this experience before, or have any advice, please link it down below. I would love to hear what you have to say, because again, each time something comes up, it's a little different. So anyway, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Bye.